Do you ever find yourself at work? You're on your break, you've got nothing to do. You already had lunch, but you still got some time, maybe 20, 30 minutes. An nap will do you good, right? But it's super hot outside, so you don't want to sleep in the car. The boss won't let you sleep in the lobby or in the waiting room on one of the chairs. So what do? Right? Here's what I would do. I would go grab this baby, put it on the floor, and just close your eyes for a little while and just take a nap. I'm just kidding. Don't ever do that. But what I am going to do is review this puppy versus the Harbor Freight one. Look what happened to that. So let's get to work. What's up, Tire Garage TV? Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the channel. And hit the subscribe button. And yes, it's still coronavirus season, so we got to wear our masks. Make sure we're all safe. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy. And for now, since I'm going to do a lot of talking, I'm going to take it off for a little bit. Ugh. It's kind of warm out today. It's finally getting warm out in Southern California. It's been raining for the past week. Been crazy weather. But anyways, today I want to review the this one I just recently got from Matco and versus the Pittsburgh. The Pittsburgh I got a while back ago from Harbor Freight, obviously. But as you can see, a couple casters are missing already. So it took a little bit of a beating already. One thing I'm learning about this business, having the garage now for 3 years, it's a never-ending story. You're always buying tools. What I did and the way I started from the bottom. I started buying cheap. Hence, the creeper. I bought it at Harbor Freight. It was cheap. I'll look up how much it was. I forgot how much it was. And it worked, and it was fine, but it eventually broke. That's not what I meant to do, but that was kind of the idea. So my 2 cents to you, as a mechanic, as somebody who likes turning wrenches, start from the bottom. Don't start with something super expensive that maybe you're going to buy and it's going to sit there for a long time and that you're not really going to use. If you use it enough to break it, then move on to something better. Once you break it, then you buy something better. Okay? That's my train of thought, and that's my 2 cents. That's my advice to you guys. If you can avoid spending money on that, don't. Save your money. Keep that in your pocket. Go buy yourself another car that you can fix, that you can flip, and that way make yourself more money. There's my 3 cents. So let's move on to the creepers. Look, a bunch of work just came in. I got a brake job, I got a brake job, and I got a starter. Let me get to work, and I'll come back with you. I'll tell you the big differences that I see between these 2 creepers, between a cheap one and a more expensive one. Okay? You know the saying. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Go to the comment section. You're going to find the links for the camera equipment that I use on these. I'll put the links for the creepers as well. Hit the links down there. It's going to take you to an Amazon page. Buy anything you want. Buy yourself a Bluetooth piece. Buy yourself a hat. Buy yourself a nice shirt. Maybe some thermal clothes. Whatever you want. Just buy something out there. Use the links, and you'll help support the channel. And I would love you for that. That way I can keep bringing you content. I'd love you a lot more if you do that. All right? So, let's talk creepers. Okay? Woo! Let's talk creepers. So out of these two, which is the better one? In all honesty, it just depends. If you're a DIY, I would say don't go for the $180 one. I think the reason I broke this one is just I use it more often. I'm gonna use it more often in an environment like this, in a shop setting. It's gonna be used a lot more. Plus, I'm a heavy guy. I'm 300 pounds. I'm 6'3", 300 pounds. I'm a heavy guy. The one good thing I do like about this one is, in terms of design, is that it does give you these two slots. So if you're laying on it, these two slots, you can put sockets, your ratchet, whatever you have. You could just honestly just blindly reach over, touch whatever you need, and grab whatever you need. If it's a socket, let's say you're doing an oil change, you're under the car, grab the socket that you need and give it its use. The Matco, although it is 180, it doesn't have that design there. So it's missing that. I wish it did, but it doesn't. Now, secondly, the Pittsburgh is actually more comfortable. The Matco one, my lower back kind of starts getting stiff after laying on this one for a little bit. It has a little cushion for your head, whatever. But again, I'm 6'3", so my head is up there. My butt sticks out here. Same goes for this one. My head is up there on the cushion, on the headrest, but my butt sticks out. So my full back is on this thing, and the Pittsburgh one just seems to be, it's more comfortable. Number 3, in terms of price, I said this already. This one was about, I want to say about $60. This one I think I paid about $180. It comes with the lifetime warranty. So if it does break on me like this, that means I don't ever have to pay for another one. Point number 4. The casters for this guy is, although the casters for the Pittsburgh are a lot bigger, they honestly don't roll as good as these. The Matco casters just roll. They just roll a lot better. So it's a lot smoother, a lot easier. And lastly, ever since day one with the Pittsburgh, I would lay on it, and because the plastic is so cheap, it would still drag on the floor. So even with it being brand new, the casters would still not hold me up, and the plastic wouldn't be. It would flex. It would bend. And as I rolled under a car, it would still drag on the floor. Whereas with this one, I've yet to even touch the floor with it. Even though I've rolled it in the rough cement out there, and I've rolled it here. Yesterday, for example, I did 4 oil changes, and I did them all over here on this bank. It rolls perfectly fine. The plastic itself is of a much better, higher quality, and it doesn't flex. So when I go to lay on it, even though I'm 300 pounds, it still holds me up. Notice where it broke from also. It didn't necessarily break from the casters, so the casters were still rolling and working fine. See this? It actually broke from the plastic of the actual creeper itself. You notice it's all scraped up because it was dragging. Lately, the way I've been using it is just, it drags along the floor. I know what some of you are going to say. I think the weight capacity was like 250. So what? I tried it out, and I'm 300 pounds, so for me it doesn't work. Maybe it'll work for you. Maybe you weigh 150 and it works perfectly for you. As for me, big guy, 6'3", 300 pounds. Pittsburgh didn't work for me. Matco, so far, working good. I'm glad I bought the Pittsburgh first, and I'm glad it broke on me. Well, I'm not glad it broke me, but you know what I mean. I'm going to stick with the Matco. For me, that's going to be my choice. That's the one I would go with. So that's the end. That's the end for this video. If you have any questions, hit me on my DM. How do you get to my DM? See up here, I'm going to put my Instagram. Up here, I'm going to put the shop Instagram. Go follow those 2 accounts. I post a lot of stories, a lot of stuff that I do just on the daily, on a regular basis. And thank you for the follow. So that's the end of this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I appreciate you tuning in. Go down on the comments. Hit any of those links. Help support the channel. I would much appreciate that. Hit share. I much appreciate that. Click on the little bell icon down below. I would much appreciate that. And let's get to work. Let's get to work.